Hello Matrix, welcome to the last video of the term. I've covered all the topics that you're supposed to do this term, and the next video will be on Monday, next week Monday. This is a Friday, so this will be next week Monday, and in that video I will be showing you how to answer a question paper, and we'll also be doing essay type question for the March test. So don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to the channel. Share with your friends, they might find this information quite informative. So we are going to be doing business strategies. Business enterprises need to develop strategies in response to challenges. You need to strategize. How are you going to respond to this challenge? So a strategy is needed in order for you to respond to any form of challenge that the business might face. So the business might face businesses face challenges all the time, and strategies are what you use to overcome those challenges. Just like creative thinking, use creative thinking to what? Solve problems. So business strategies are also used to solve problems. So we're going to do strategic evaluation, types of strategies, strategic management process, and industrial analysis tool, which is the industrial analysis tools are the SWOT analysis, the Potter's 5, Force, and Pastel. Okay, we did this also in creative thinking, so watch the creative thinking video before you watch this one, which was the video that dropped before this one. So the terminologies that you need to know in business strategies, you have to know what is a strategy. A strategy is a plan of action to address an opportunity or to solve a problem or respond to a challenge. So that is a strategy. So you have to know everything, all the terms there. They will help you to answer true or false questions, name one word, and so forth. You will be able to answer section A type questions. You are in grade 12, you know question A. Section A questions. So those are the terminologies you're supposed to know. So let's talk about strategic management processes. So there are two options for strategic management processes. So let's talk about the strategic management process number 1, which is option 1. You must have a clear vision, mission statement, and measurable objectives in place. And then number 2, you identify opportunities, weaknesses, strengths, threats by conducting environmental scanning and situational analysis. And then number 3, tools available for environmental scanning may include a SWOT analysis. So analysis, Potter's 5 focus model, Pastel analysis, industrial analysis 2. So formulate alternative strategies to respond to business strategies. Develop an action plan, including the tasks to be done, deadlines to be met, resources to be produced, etc. So organize the business resources and motivate staff. Implement selected strategies by communicating to all stakeholders. And continuously evaluate, monitor, measure strategies in order to take corrective actions. So that is the first strategic management process. When you are doing a strategic management or implementing it, these are the steps to follow. That is step 1, option 1. For option 2, review the vision statement. Analyze, re-examine mission statement of the business. Conduct an environmental analysis using models such as Pastel, Potter's, and SWOT analysis. Formulate a strategy such as defensive or retrenchment strategy. Implement a strategy using template such as an action plan. Control, evaluate, monitor the implemented strategy to identify gaps or deviation of implementation. And then the last one is take corrective actions to ensure goals and objectives are met. So these are the two options of strategic management process. Now we have an activity outline, the strategic management process of BLB. Here we have Beauty Ladies Boutique, There's a scenario. Now the question says outline the strategic management process of BLB. I'm going to give you answers to every activity that pops up at the end of this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And then number 3, we're going to deal with compiling a SWOT analysis. When you are compiling a SWOT analysis, S stands for strength, W for weakness. Those are internal. Strength and weaknesses are within the business. Opportunities and threats, that is O and the T, are outside the business, external. So when we say strength and weaknesses are internal, when you name your strength, you name what the business has, strong points that your business already has. That includes skilled employees. If you know that you have skilled people that you have employed in the business, that is your strength, is what you currently have. You are able to provide high quality products. You as a business are able to do high quality product. It's a strength. Unique and low cost resources. That's what you have. Sufficient resources. You have all the resources. We have financial, technological, human resources, all the resources that you have in the business. You have sufficient resources to help you deliver. So that is what the business has. And then weaknesses are what is preventing the business from going forward. What is internal? What weaknesses do you have? What don't you have that you need as a business to make sure that you deliver the best service more than you are doing right now? You don't have enough staff. You have staff that are skilled. You need 5 staff, but you have 3 that are skilled. So you have a shortage of 2. So the shortage of the 2 is not skilled. That shortage, if they can be 5 and all skilled, that will be the best thing. But you have this 2 that is not strong. So it's a shortage, staff shortage and poor skills. And then you have lack and insufficient capital. If you don't have enough money to expand or to meet a certain order, that is a weakness. You have high cost infrastructure. So your infrastructure needs high maintenance, high employee turnover, where people are leaving the business. So when you have a lot of people leaving the business and you have to rehire a lot of times, that is a high employee turnover. And you have high debt level and weak brand portfolio. So your brand is very, very, very low. So when you're talking about opportunities, we're talking things that are outside the business. What is outside the business that the business can use to its advantage? We have new technology. So technology that has been developed by others can be used by the business to gain a more competitive advantage. So enhance quality services and product, government initiative for specific industries where government is giving money to people to buy certain things. Helping businesses to grow. That is an opportunity. Market growth for the business product. It's something external, but it can help the business. Increase in income levels. When more people are working, it means more people will be able to buy from your business. So it's an opportunity that exists outside the business. Let's talk about threats. Crime. You can't control crime. It's something that is beyond the business. People that come outside to steal from the business, it's a threat. It's crime. We have intense competition. Your competitors are a lot and they are doing the most. You're not even able to breathe. That is a threat. Changing technologies. You have this technology today, you think it's the best thing in the market. Tomorrow it is something new. That is a threat because other people have a lot of money to be able to keep up with the technological changes that are happening. Fluctuation of the currency. Today, you're buying the dollar with 12 rands, tomorrow is 16 rand. So it's not consistent. So it's a threat to the business. Increase in corporate taxes. So the taxes that are increased by government, it's not the business. It's not a problem that exists within the business. It's outside the business but affects the business. So anything that exists outside the business but affects the business, it can either be an opportunity or a threat. But anything that exists within the business itself is a strength or a weakness. Now, this is an activity. Compile a SWOT analysis for CW Computer World. You will get answers at the end of this video. So it's just for you to see if you really understand what I have explained. And then number 4, Potter's 5 forces. So explanation. Potter's 5 forces model is based on 5 important forces that will determine competitive power, in the market environment of a business. So Porter's 5 forces model helps the business to understand both the strength of its current competitive position and advantages of expanding. So a competitive competition or advantage is how you are seen. Let's take 3 restaurants. Let's say KFC, let's take Chicken Licken and McDonald's. A lot of people which restaurant they gravitate towards more. It's KFC. KFC is in most towns. Everywhere in the CBD you will find KFC. Okay, so people have access to KFC. KFC has a big competitive advantage than their competitors because of where it's situated and how accessible KFC is compared to Chicken Licken. You don't see Chicken Licken everywhere, but KFC in every corner there is a KFC, just like there is a Pep store in every corner. So Porter's 5 model is based on 5 important forces that will determine competitive power. What will give competitive power? What gave KFC competitive power over its counterparts? So Porter's 5 forces focus on power of buyers. So how do you apply the power of buyers? The application is that assess how easy it is for customers to drive price down. You determine the number of buyers, the importance of each buyer to the business, and the cost of switching to other product. So a few powerful buyers are often able to dictate their terms to the business. So buyers buying in bulk can bargain for prices in their favor. So what power does the buyer have over this business? Can they dictate prices? Can they wake up and say, this is how much we are willing to sell, how much we're willing to buy? So think about the importance or the influence of a buyer on your business. You might set out, these are the prices for one item, and a lot of buyers are saying, how much can you give me for 2 products if I take 2 products? So you have to think about that. So these buyers are now driving and creating a new thing that they want me to give them an offer for 2 products. They're not going to buy 1 product. They're not going to take 2 products for the product that I've advertised. They now want a discount. If they take 2, how much will I pay? Or if I have take half of that one that you're offering me. You see? So that is the power of the buyer. And then we have bargaining power of suppliers. Power of suppliers. So what is the power of the supplier that you are buying for? So suppliers that deliver high quality product may have power over the business. If they say this, you have to do it because you cannot find what they are offering in the market. That is the application. So assess the power of the supplier in influencing prices. Check how the supplier has influence over you as the customer. The more powerful the supplier, the less control the business has over them. So the smaller the number of suppliers, the more powerful they may be, as the choice of supplier may be limited. So try to find a lot of suppliers so that you are not limited, quality suppliers, so that you're not limited to one supplier. If they decide to increase their prices now, then you are stranded. So that is the bargaining power of suppliers. How you apply it is getting more suppliers that will be able to supply you if the other one starts to misbehave. So power of buyers, how do you apply it? Is that you try to come up with a lot of solutions. So if you're offering a product, try to come up with a price for a half product, for 2 products, and so forth. So because customers are going to ask for things that you are not even rendering. They will explore their imaginations and they will ask you, what if I want to buy half of this apple? How much can you? So you can have a price for half an apple. That's what I'm saying. That's how creative you have to think to solve problems. Threats, barriers of new entrants to the market. So they can be there might be forces stopping you from entering new markets as a business. You want to sell fat cakes, now there are barriers preventing you from entering the market. If the barriers to enter the market are low, then it is easy for new businesses to enter the market or industry. So you have to check this industry that I'm in. Is it easy for people to get in, or is it hard? So that when it's easy for people to enter, remember you're going to deal with a lot of competitors in the long run. So if the business is highly profitable, it will attract potential competitors that want to benefit from high profits. So I'm making a lot of money. A lot of people are going to want to do this business that I'm doing so that they can also share in the market. New competitors can easily enter the market if it takes little time and no money to enter the market. So if there are few suppliers of a product service but many buyers, it may be easy to enter the market. So another thing is power of competitors in that market. Competitors selling the same similar products may have a greater impact on the market of the business. So maybe the old competitors are known by everyone, and they are able to even influence customers where they should buy. So if competitors have a unique product service, then they will have greater power. So if something is unique, you have greater power. A business with many competitors in the same market has little power in the market. So let's talk about banks. There are banks who have a more competitive advantage over the others. Let's talk about Capitec Bank, for instance. It took a lot of customers from other banks by offering cheap banking services. So that is the power. What is the power of your competitors? Capitec has its power, Standard Bank has its power, Nedbank has its power, and so forth. Threats of substitution. Product that can replace the ones that you are selling. What is the power of replacement? Establish whether the seller or substitute product have improved their product, sell lower quality at lower prices. If the business product can be easily substituted, it weakens the power of the business in the market. So make sure that your product cannot be substituted, because it will make you weak. If the business sells unique product, it will not be threatened by substitute product. So assess if customers are using substitute product services and determine reasons for using substitutes. And then here is an activity. Identify the forces of Potter's 5 model that apply to Nurse Hair Salon in each statement. To me, opened a new hair salon across the state offering services at lower prices than Nurse. So you have to check, is it a threat of substitute, power of competitors, threats, barriers to new entrants, or bargaining power? So that's how you will answer this question. You will meet your solutions at the end of this video. And then that is 3.1. And then for 3.2, you will read the scenario below and answer the questions that follows. So you read this and write 2 forces of Potter's 5 model that are specific to this question, and then motivate your answer by quoting from the scenario above. You've been doing this for the past 2 years. It will not be hard. It just would depend whether you wrote the correct answers. Solutions at the end of this video. Please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. Let's do pastel analysis. Pastel analysis is used to identify and evaluate factors in the external environment that can influence the business. So remember, with pastel, we're dealing with political issues, economic issues, social issues, technological issues, legal issues, and environmental issues. So with political, what is the challenge? Some government policies may affect the business. Consumer rights organization may prevent businesses from selling products if they do not meet certain requirements. So what is the recommendation? Research recent government policies before entering a market. Network and lobby with NGOs and all consumer rights organizations. And then with economic problems, inflation, interest rate, exchange rates may negatively impact on businesses. Loans may be expensive due to high interest rates. Now, what is recommended as a business in order to deal with this challenge? Consider decreasing profit margins rather than increasing product prices. Borrow money from financial institutions when interest rates are favorable. And then we have social problems. Customers may not be able to afford products due to low income levels and high unemployment. So how can you solve that as a business? Substitute generic product at lower prices to those customers. We have technological issues. Business may not keep up with or be aware of the latest technology. Employees may not be skilled to operate, maintain new technological equipment. So how can you deal with that as a business? Continuous research on the latest available technology, equipment in the market will help the business. Train existing, appoint new employees to maintain and use equipment. So that's how you deal. And then we have legal problems. Certain acts may have a direct impact on a business. We have talked about acts, you know them. How do you solve that? Comply with all relevant legislation that may impact on the business. So you will read the other ones yourself. It's straightforward. Environmental problems. Chemicals and ingredients in business product may be harmful to customers, or measures to dispose of business waste may be expensive. How do you deal with that? Chemicals, ingredients should be clearly indicated on label, packaging to inform customers about possible side effects and correct use of product. And implement cost-effective measure to dispose of medical waste. So that is how you answer with regards to pastel analysis. I hope you understand. Test yourself with activity 4. Identify the pastel element that poses a challenge to Steve manufacturer in each statement below. Those pastel elements are these ones: environmental, technological, economical, political. By just reading a statement, you know which applies to which. Let's go to 4.2. Read the scenario below and answer the question. So it's important that you are able to apply your knowledge in scenarios in business studies. And this is the table guide that you will use to answer to 4.2. Now, types of business strategies. We have types of business strategies. So number 1 is integration strategies. 3 types of integration strategies is forward vertical integration. Number 2 is backward vertical integration. Number 3 is horizontal integration. So their explanation explain the different types of integration strategies. So the forward vertical integration, the business combines business with or take over its distributors. So if there are people who are selling your product, you take over the people who are selling your product. You buy them so that you can be your distributor. Okay, you sell you buy those businesses which are selling for you. You are producing Vaseline. There are other people who are taking your product from your warehouse and giving it to consumers. You buy those businesses that are doing that, and it's one, you now become one with them. So you produce and distribute yourself. And then the backward vertical integration, the business combine business with or take over its suppliers. Let's say we are buying maize meal from a certain supplier. So we decide to buy this supplier so that we can supply ourselves with this maize meal and sell it. That is backward vertical integration. So forward, you are taking forward vertical integration. You are buying what is taking your product forward, and then backward vertical integration, you are buying what you need for your business to exist. So the step that has to be taken for your business. So it's a backward. You're going forward. I need maize to come into my business so that I can sell it further. So I am buying the business that comes before me. And then horizontal integration, a business takes control of, incorporates other businesses in the same industry which sell the same product. The aim is to reduce the threats of competition and substitute product. So you take control of other businesses in the same industry. Let's talk about ShopRite and Pick n Pay. Pick n Pay is selling some of the stores, and Checkers decided that it will take over some of Pick n Pay's stores in order to stop competition. Not to stop, to limit competition. If a business buys other business that are selling the same product with it, they are limiting competition. So we have intensive strategies. So with horizontal, you are buying business at the same level as you. It's not backwards or forward. Now the second business strategy is intensive strategy. So intensive strategy, number 1 is market penetration, number 2 is market development, and number 3 is product development. So market penetration, explanation is that new products penetrate an existing market at a low price until it is well known to consumers, and then the price increase. So you introduce a product at a lower price, and when people are now used to it, are now buying it, you increase the price. And then with market development is that it is a growth strategy where businesses aim to sell its existing product in new market. So you are taking a product that is already there to introduce it to other markets. And then product development, it is a growth strategy where businesses aim to introduce new product into existing markets, modify an existing product. So you just take a product, modify it, and reintroduce it to the market. That's product development. So these are advantages of intensive strategies. Intensive strategies are this one that we just talked about. They have their advantages. You can read them there. Increase in sale, income, profitability due to variety of advertising campaigns. Regular sales to existing customers may increase. So those are all the advantages. Advantages is what is beneficial. The benefit of using that strategy is advantages. So another strategy is diversification. So we have three types of diversification strategies: is concentric diversification, horizontal diversification, and conglomerate diversification. So with concentric diversification, the business adds a new product or service that is related to existing product. So you just add something that relates to existing product. You are selling toiletries, you didn't have toothpaste, and now you just include toothpaste. That is concentric diversification. And then horizontal diversification is that the business adds new product or services that are unrelated to existing product, but which may appeal to existing customers. So you're still selling toiletry, you decided, let me include food stuff. Now you include maize meal, because people who are coming there consume maize meal, so they will buy the maize meal. And then you have conglomerate diversification. The business adds new product or services that are unrelated to existing product, which may appeal to new groups of customers. The customers that you are paying, maybe they don't even like the product that you're introducing, but you're trying to get other people or another market share apart from the one that you already have. So you just put their product on shelf that would not even be bought, possibly be bought by your current customers, but you want new customers, you want to attract them to your business. So this is advantages of diversification strategy: increase sales and business growth, improve business brand and image, reduce risk of relying only on one product. So what I will advise you to do with business studies, guys, you don't have to quote everything that is coming from here. Understand what you are reading and then paraphrase it, make it your own, so that you always remember it and you will get a mark. You see, number one says increase sale and business growth. When you write it, you can say sales will increase, which will result in business growth. The teacher will give you your full marks. So make sure you understand. Business, very nice, easy to pass. And then other strategy is defensive strategy. With defensive strategy, we have divestiture or divestment. We have liquidation and retrenchment. So this strategy is when a business is defending itself. Okay. So with divestment is that disposing, selling some assets. So you had invested in a lot of things. You are disinvesting. Let me say, if that's the correct word in English, I stand to be corrected. But you had invested previously, and now you are deciding that I'm no longer investing in this thing. That is disinvestment. Okay. And then liquidation, you are selling all your assets to pay your creditors. The business can no longer operate, so you defend yourself as form of a business strategy. You decide to liquidate. You decide to sell all your assets and pay your people that you owe. And then retrenchment is getting rid of other employees. You have a lot, you can't afford to pay others, so you just retrench them. And then steps in strategy evaluation: how to evaluate a strategy. Examine the underlying basis of a business strategy. Look forward and backward into the implementation process. Compare the expected performance with actual performance. Measure business performances to determine the reason for. deviations and analyze these reasons. So these are the steps. Sorry about the noise. The steps may be in any order. So this is activity 5. Identify the type of business strategies illustrated in each of the statements below. So you go to the different business strategies and write each business strategy next to the number from 5.1.1 to 5.1.4. And then 5.2 says identify the type of defensive strategy that Mega Construction applied in each statement below. So these are additional revision questions that you can answer. And then you can try to write an essay, because this one they like it as well as an essay type question. So try to answer that. And let's see the possible solutions. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Share with your friends. This is for activity 1. For activity 2. Activity 3. Activity 4. Activity 4.2. Activity 5. And those additional revision answers. Still on the essay type question. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Until the next one.